A disciplined mind brings happiness. A jug fills drop by drop. An eye for an eye only ends up making the whole world blind. An insincere and evil friend is more to be feared than a wild beast. A wild beast may wound your body, but an evil friend will wound your mind. An ounce of practice is worth more than tons of preaching. Be kind whenever possible. It is always possible. Believe nothing, no matter where you read it or who has said it, not even if I have said it, unless it agrees with your own reason and your own common sense. Better than 1,000 hollow words is one word that brings peace. Change in the world comes from individuals, from the inner peace in individual hearts. Choose to be optimistic, it feels better. Do not be satisfied with the stories that come before you. Unfold your own myth. Do not dwell in the past, do not dream of the future, concentrate the mind on the present moment. Do not look for a sanctuary in anyone except yourself. Do not overrate what you have received, nor envy others. He who envies others does not obtain peace of mind. Do not speak harshly to anyone, those spoken to will retort. Malicious talk is indeed the cause of one's own pain. Don't grieve. Anything you lose comes round in another form. Every morning, we are born again. What we do today is what matters most. Happiness never decreases by being shared. Hatred does not cease through hatred at any time. Hatred ceases through love. This is an unalterable law. Health is the greatest gift, contentment the greatest wealth, faithfulness the best relationship. If we could see the miracle of a single flower clearly, our whole life would change. If you light a lamp for someone else, it will also brighten your path. If you think you are too small to make a difference, try sleeping with a mosquito. If you think you are too small to make a difference, try sleeping with a mosquito. If you truly loved yourself, you could never hurt another. If you want others to be happy, practice compassion. If you want to be happy, practice compassion. If you want to see the brave, look at those who can forgive. In a gentle way, you can shake the world. In the attitude of silence, the soul finds the path in a clearer light, and what is elusive and deceptive resolves itself into crystal clearness. In the end, only three things matter: how much you loved, how gently you lived, and how gracefully you let go of things not meant for you. In the sky, there is no distinction of east and west. People create distinctions out of their own minds and then believe them to be true. Just as a flower does not pick and choose the bees that come to it, the wise do not pick and choose their thoughts. Just as a snake sheds its skin, we must shed our past over and over again. Just as treasures are uncovered from the earth, so virtue appears from good deeds, and wisdom appears from a pure and peaceful mind. To walk safely through the maze of human life, one needs the light of wisdom and the guidance of virtue. Let go of the attachment to the outcome and embrace the journey. Let yourself be open and life will be easier. A spoon of salt in a glass of water makes the water undrinkable. A spoon of salt in a lake is almost unnoticed. Let yourself be silently drawn by the strange pull of what you really love. It will not lead you astray. Letting go gives us freedom, and freedom is the only condition for happiness. My religion is very simple. My religion is kindness. No one saves us but ourselves. No one can and no one may. We ourselves must walk the path. One moment can change a day, one day can change a life, and one life can change the world. Our prime purpose in this life is to help others. And if you can't help them, at least don't hurt them. Out beyond ideas of wrongdoing and right doing, there is a field. I'll meet you there. Pain is certain, suffering is optional. Peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. Radiate boundless love towards the entire world. Raise your words, not your voice. It is rain that grows flowers, not thunder. Remember that not getting what you want is sometimes a wonderful stroke of luck. Silence is sometimes the best answer. The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. The foot feels the foot when it feels the ground. The garden of the world has no limits except in your mind. The greatest enemy of knowledge is not ignorance, it is the illusion of knowledge. The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. The greatness of humanity is not in being human, but in being humane. The mind is everything. What you think, you become. The mind is like a garden. It can grow flowers or weeds depending on what you cultivate. The mind is like a parachute. It works best when it's open. The mind is like water. When it's turbulent, it's difficult to see. When it's calm, everything becomes clear. The mind is restless, turbulent, obstinate, and very strong, O Krishna, and to subdue it, I think, is more difficult than controlling the wind. The more you are motivated by love, the more fearless and free your action will be. The only real failure in life is not to be true to the best one knows. The only way to find true peace is by accepting the present moment as it is. The past is already gone, the future is not yet here. There's only one moment for you to live. The power to question is the basis of all human progress. The purpose of our lives is to be happy. The root of suffering is attachment. The secret of health for both mind and body is not to mourn for the past, not to worry about the future, or not to anticipate troubles, but to live in the present moment wisely and earnestly. The tongue, like a sharp knife, kills without drawing blood. The trouble is, you think you have time. The true hero is one who conquers his own anger and hatred. The ultimate authority must always rest with the individual's own reason and critical analysis. The universe is not outside of you. Look inside yourself. Everything that you want, you already are. The way is not in the sky, the way is in the heart. The weak can never forgive. Forgiveness is the attribute of the strong. The world is full of suffering. It is also full of overcoming it. The wound is the place where the light enters you. There is no fire like passion, no crime like hatred, no sorrow like separation, no sickness like hunger, and no joy like the joy of freedom. There is no path to happiness. Happiness is the path. There is nothing more dreadful than the habit of doubt. Doubt separates people. Doubt is a poison that disintegrates friendships and breaks up pleasant relations. Doubt is a thorn that irritates and hurts. It is a sword that kills. Those who are free of resentful thoughts surely find peace. Thousands of candles can be lighted from a single candle, and the life of the candle will not be shortened. Happiness never decreases by being shared. Three things cannot be long hidden: the sun, the moon, and the truth. To conquer oneself is a greater task than conquering others. To keep the body in good health is a duty, otherwise, we shall not be able to keep our mind strong and clear. To understand everything is to forgive everything. True compassion is not just an emotional response, but a firm commitment founded on reason. True happiness is found when you stop comparing yourself to others.